U.S. President Donald Trump was mentioned in a new batch of Epstein files released Tuesday by the Justice Department. Among them was a New York prosecutor's email saying that Trump flew on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's private jet, quote, many more times than previously has been reported. It said he had flown on the plane 8 times in the 1990s. In a social media post in 2024, Trump said he was never on Epstein's plane or at his stupid island. Among the 8 flights were 4 where Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell was aboard. She is serving a 20-year sentence for helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. On one flight, the only 3 passengers were Epstein, Trump, and a 20-year-old woman whose name was redacted. The prosecutor's email said that, quote, on 2 other flights, 2 of the passengers, respectively, were women who would be possible witnesses in a Maxwell case. There was no allegation in the prosecutor's email that Trump had committed any crime, and the White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the email. There have been no criminal allegations against Trump in the disclosures of the Justice Department's files on Epstein. The DOJ posted on X that, quote, some of the documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims made against President Trump that were submitted to the FBI before the 2020 election. To be clear, the claims were unfounded and false, and if they had a shred of credibility, they certainly would have been weaponized against President Trump already. On Monday, Trump played down the importance of the Epstein files.
What this whole thing is with Epstein is a way of trying to deflect from the tremendous success that the Republican Party has. Like, for instance, today we're building the biggest ships in the world, most powerful ships in the world, and they're asking me questions about Jeffrey Epstein. I thought that was finished.
Tuesday's release of some 30,000 files included the image of a card purporting to be written by Epstein to Larry Nassar, the former gymnastics doctor who is serving a life sentence for sexually abusing hundreds of girls. The card appears to allude to Trump in a handwritten note, which reads, quote, our president also shares our love of young nubile girls. But just hours after releasing it to the public, the Justice Department labeled the card a fake, saying in a statement, quote, this fake letter serves as a reminder that just because a document is released by the Department of Justice does not make the allegations or claims within the document factual. Nevertheless, the DOJ will continue to release all material required by law. The envelope in the image is postmarked Virginia, not New York, where Epstein was jailed, and appears to have been processed 3 days after his death in August 2019. The White House did not immediately respond to requests for comment on the card. One of Larry Nassar's former lawyers, Shannon Smith, declined to comment. Another former lawyer, Matthew Newberg, did not immediately respond to a request for comment.